Welcome to the Ladies' Ball, the biggest championship for girls basketball in the world. The country's top teams have traveled to Knoxville, Tennessee, the home of the Women's Hall of Fame, to compete for a national title. This is where the legends of the past meet the playmakers of the future. We present the Ladies' Ball.
Hello, my name is Damon Johnson. I'm from Johnson City, Tennessee. I coach B Mays Elite 2026. Let me introduce you to my team.
Hi, my name's Uzziah Blair. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. My favorite thing to do is hang out with my family and friends. My favorite people are my mom and my stepdad, and I like to play basketball.
My name is Kara Gresham, and I'm from Lenore City, Tennessee. And my favorite thing is being surrounded by my family when playing basketball.
My name's Addie Woolhoy. I'm from Piney Flats, Tennessee, and my favorite thing is to shoot basketball.
My name's Malia Glasper. I'm from Sevierville, Tennessee, and my favorite thing is superheroes.
Oh my gosh, she said superheroes.
My name is Sally McGreynolds. I'm from Kingsport, Tennessee, and my favorite thing is to shoot basketball.
My name's Mia Green. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. My favorite thing is basketball.
My name's Kamora Fields. I'm from Cleveland, Tennessee, and my favorite person is my mama.
Oh, sweet.
My name's Anderson Trevett. I'm from Richland, Virginia, and my favorite thing to do is fish.
Hey, I'm Coach Robert Reynolds from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm the head coach and founder of Queen City Ballers. And here's the rest of my assistants.
Cameron Davis, Charlotte, North Carolina.
He's got long hair.
Corey Larkin, Charlotte, North Carolina.
David Clark, Charlotte, North Carolina.
My name is Finley Weaver. I'm from Chesterfield, Virginia, and I like to play basketball.
My name is Kaylin Larkins. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and my favorite activity is basketball.
My name's Layla Post, and I'm from Shelby, North Carolina. My favorite activity is basketball.
My name's Amelia Williams. I'm from Indianland, South Carolina, and my favorite thing to do is play basketball.
My name is Kamari Davis. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. My favorite thing to do is play basketball.
My name is Samaria King. I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and my favorite thing is eating oodles and.
My name is Layla Clark. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and my favorite activity is playing basketball.
My name is Samara Jones. I'm from Shelby, North Carolina. My favorite activity is basketball.
My name is Samara Creighton, and I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and my favorite thing to do is listen to music.
My name is Kelsey Ryan. I'm from Mooresville, North Carolina. My favorite person is Kobe Bryant.
My name is Madison Drayton. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. My favorite person is my mom.
My name is Janai Cunningham. I'm from Rock Hill, South Carolina, and my favorite thing is my mom.
My name is Jada McClure. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and my favorite thing to do is play basketball.
And the referees for today's game are Jarrell Thornton from the city of South Fulton, Georgia. My favorite thing is hanging out with my family.
Good day. My name is Crystal Weeks. I'm also out of Atlanta, Georgia. My favorite people are my family out of Atlanta, Georgia, the Weeks clan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Trevett controls it to Green. Tennessee with it first. Our national championship game in our 2026 division. Cunningham with the rebound. Carolina and Tennessee. Carolina in the blue uniforms. Cunningham. That one rolls off, deflected out of bounds. It'll go to Tennessee. 2 20-minute halves at the Hall of Fame in Knoxville for the national championship. These are primarily 13-year-olds.
Defensively, both teams coming out in a lockdown man-to-man.
Tough to find a shot. And a steal beautifully. And a walk. Give the ball to Tennessee. Addie Wilhoit brings it in. Patience exercised by this team from Tennessee. Of course, they're excited to be playing in Knoxville. They worked it inside. There's our first basket of the ball game.
And that's just a beautiful inside-out play, posting up down low and just finishing at the rim.
Fields with a strong move. The national finals. Defense, the order of the day. Out of bounds to Tennessee. The pink and white of this team from Tennessee. And again, they got to be excited playing at home, whereas Carolina had to travel. Deflected out of bounds. It's going the other way.
Looks like early on, that's a big part of Tennessee's offensive game plan, is just to try and attack the middle, post up, and let's work the ball inside early on.
And they'll work it around the horn. 3 ball on the way. That's off the iron. Trivet with the outlet. And a foul is called. 2-0 Tennessee leads. Running clock, 16:55 remains. Trivet at the free throw line. Trivet, 14 years of age. She's a little older than most of them. Great player. Young lady who loves to fish. Also plays some volleyball, soccer, and softball. Tremendous all-around athlete. Ansley Trivet. Chance for Tennessee to score again. Shots aren't falling early, but the passing is exquisite. Fields with the layup. Early on, Tennessee pitching a shutout. I like the strength inside of Kimora Fields.
Kimora has great size, and she uses her body to her advantage. She just knows how to shield the ball and powers up. That's going to be a huge game plan now for Tennessee, is just get Fields the ball inside the paint.
Kerry, you got to believe that playing in their home area has to be a decided advantage for Tennessee.
Oh, absolutely. They have a lot of friends and family in attendance. It's just going to amp up that energy that they need.
They have the early lead, and they've been impressive at both ends of the building. Fields. Out of bounds. Give it to North Carolina. Queen City is their club name out of North Carolina. Very outstanding ball club. Really like Janiah Cunningham inside. She's a dominant player. They got to find her the basketball. In the paint, that one's up and in. Thrown in there nicely. King dropping it through.
And that was like a magic show. She just kind of turned around and chucked it up.
The intensity picks up defensively for Carolina. Foul. Ball was on the ground and come out of bounds. Number 1, Samaria King. Quick ball handler and defensive artistry for North Carolina. Trying to get that takeaway, committed the foul. Fields missed the shot inside. 6 minutes have expired here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and another takeaway, and here comes Tennessee. One falls off the eye, and the putback is in. Ansley Trivett. What a play. Physical presence inside in the putback.
And you mentioned how she plays multiple sports and it's contributing to her basketball ability. She's just so athletic. She's able to combine the talents of softball and volleyball into being such a dominant force for basketball.
Loose change was picked up, but then turned back to Tennessee. Floater fails. And North Carolina from Queen City coming back the other way. Very confident that they can have a championship go back home. This Tennessee team, though, early on has built a 6-point lead, and we have a tie-up. And it should go to North Carolina. They'll have the basketball, trailing early on by 6 points. And Carolina and Kelsey Ryan to bring it in. And each delay whittles away that clock. It's a 20-minute running half. Brought into Williams. Long 2 is good for Amelia Williams off the bench, and she immediately pays off for North Carolina.
And that's exactly what you want from your bench players. Come in and make an immediate impact.
And back the other way, the 3 ball is up and in by Wilhoit. Addie Wilhoit. Nice response by Tennessee. North Carolina needs to pick up the tempo offensively. Just struggling at that end of the building. Trivett ahead of the pack. She's underneath. She puts it in. Ansley's had an impressive start to this game. And the lead is 9 points. Tennessee playing very well in Knoxville. And that would figure. And the putback is strong and well produced. Drayton with that long hair, shielding her number, able to score. And Drayton can do that. She's a powerful inside force.
Speaking of powerful inside forces.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Was the ultimate setup for you, right?
Gamora Fields. How do you stop that?
I don't know that you can. Gamora Fields, 5'11". 13 years of age, from Cleveland, Tennessee. How about this start for Tennessee defensively? Shackling North Carolina, limiting them to 6 points. We played nearly 10 minutes.
Well, they have big presence inside the paint, so that's tough for North Carolina. And they also have big presence on the offensive boards. Trivett doing everything right now.
Back the other way, North Carolina. But they're just not able to connect. Trivett has been good at both ends of the building along with Fields. And Trivett again. Ansley Trivett having her way in the paint. There's one that finally falls for North Carolina. Jones was able to put it back in, but again the response from Wilhoit.
And that's the second time now we've seen Will Hoyt just quiet North Carolina's offense with a dagger of her own on the Tennessee offensive end.
That's the way you offensive board. North Carolina pounding on that glass. A little bit of a scrimmage and an alternating possession on the tie-up, and it's going to Tennessee. Gotta like the hustle there from Samara Jones. But unfortunately for her, the ball goes the other way on the alternating arrow. Of course, it's been a great weekend here in Knoxville, home of the Hall of Fame, and Hall of Fame in partnership with the ladies' ball, and these young ladies learning the history of women's basketball. Some of the great names that have played prior to their existence, going way back. But these young ladies, maybe we will have some future Hall of Famers. And with responses like that off the glass, you gotta like the work of Ansley Trivett.
What makes Trivett successful is not only does she have size, but she has athleticism. She is jumping. She positions her body correctly.
Kara, she's a quick leaper too.
Absolutely. And you know what else? She's always just fishing for buckets. I mean, she said in her free time, her favorite thing to do is go fishing.
I get it. Well, she's pretty good. No question about it. Cunningham with the rebound. Her outlet pass gets into the front court, but again, they're on the floor. Unfortunately, Carolina picks it up. Tipped onto the court. Saved in the corner. North Carolina able to rescue it, but they were out of bounds, so it'll go to Tennessee.
North Carolina right now, they're rushing shots. There's no offensive bodies underneath the basket, and they're just shooting outside. So that's creating quick turnovers for Tennessee, and now Tennessee's running on the other end and able to find their bigs down low.
Very cohesive unit is Tennessee. Opened up an 11-point bulge. And again, the strong move from Fields. Fields and Trivett inside are a dynamic, powerful force.
It's not easy to teach body control, and that's something that we're seeing out of both Trivett and Fields right now. They're able to catch the ball low in the post and then watch how they'll shield their body and just use their strength to their advantage. And there's the post-up look again. They want to get the ball inside.
If they're able to knock down perimeter shots, it's going to be very difficult for North Carolina, but they dodged the bullet there. On the flip side, it falls for Carolina. Beautiful shot by King, and she showed us some range so far in this one.
And that's a huge shot for North Carolina, trying to gain some offensive momentum.
Every time, though, Addie Wilhoit. How good is Addie?
It seems like she only touches the ball after North Carolina scores.
Yeah, she's presented us with some great moments here in the first half of this title tilt. Cunningham with a strong rebound. 5:40 to play in the opening half. Tennessee by 13. Fields with the inside position for the carom, but she lost the handle. Like the patience here of Carolina. Just been a struggle for them to get easy shots. Another missed opportunity.
Tennessee's doing a nice job of spacing out the floor. Look how they're all separated. They're isolating inside post one-on-one.
And when they get the opportunity, they score. That was a beautiful drive and basket. It's 26-11. Tennessee with a 15-point cushion at the Hall of Fame in Knoxville. How good has Addie Wilhoit been? She's hit 3 triples in this opening half. And you know, there's always that adage, you got to know who the shooters are. So North Carolina's going to have to get out on Addie Wilhoit. And here's a message from the creator of the ladies' ball, Rich McGinnis.
And thank you so much for coming in and having a part of this big weekend at the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. To my left is Miss Dana Hart, the president of the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. And we thought about different brands that could maybe come in and surprise you. And there was one brand that said, hey, if the best teams are coming to Knoxville, we want to give them a little something special. So on behalf of Athleta, and on behalf of the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame and the Ladies Ball, right, we have here Andrea Kersey, who drove all the way from Chattanooga, Tennessee, with this bag. Give her a round of applause really quick. You got it, yep. And so each of you are going to get a gift card for $50 today on behalf of Athleta. Here we go. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. That's right. That's right.
How much fun have the ladies had at the ladies' ball?
Oh, what an experience for these youngsters. It's just going to make them better in the long run, all of these basketball games at the high level.
And they learn so much about the history, reading about all the Hall of Famers here in Knoxville. Lead is 15, Tennessee with the basketball. Carolina with numbers. Whistle sounds. We're going to have a jump ball. Tie up. And it'll stay at that end of the building. Looked like Drayton thought she was fouled on that play. Where will the offense come from for North Carolina? Drayton in the paint, right there, puts it in. On cue. Tennessee doubling the arithmetic on North Carolina. Down low, Fields posting up. All Carolina there for the rebound. Fields had a sharp look at the basket, though. She was right there. Normally she'll knock that down. Tennessee with a 26-13 lead late in the opening half. Excellent defense from Carolina. Fields inside.
That's been the strength all day for Tennessee, is just feed the ball inside. Even off that tipped possession, Fields still landed with the ball.
Tossed out of bounds, so Carolina gives it away to Tennessee.
North Carolina just trying to find some offensive rhythm here. That's going to be something that they'll clean up at halftime.
Fields again working inside with the left hand, draws the whistle. Kamora Fields, hands on hip. She's working hard. She's expending a lot of energy.
Fields is very difficult to stop, and that's going to be another halftime adjustment for this North Carolina team, is to be able to probably send 2 defenders on her, one to front and one to just play behind her to make sure that they cannot lob the ball inside. You might give up a little bit of outside looks, but you don't want Fields to touch the ball close to the basket.
She has touch, and you can see that touch at the line. Can score inside. She has the medium range game, and she's so physical, so powerful inside.
And then a compliment to her is also Ansley Trivett. So if Fields isn't scoring, you have the power play of Trivett right there.
Trivett again with the return. Finally taken out of there by North Carolina. Tennessee able to get back defensively. 16-point deficit. North Carolina trying to get that in the transition game. See the quickness of the guard play there, coming down the floor and drawing the foul.
I like that. North Carolina just trying to make something happen here. Being aggressive. They have to stay aggressive if they're going to score.
Time winding down in the opening half, and it's been a great one for Tennessee. King at the free throw line. Samari King, again, she's got so much quickness in her game. When she puts it in overdrive, she can blow by you. Final seconds of the half. Tennessee should look for the final crack at the basket before intermission. Final 10 seconds. They turn it over. Carolina won't have time, and expiring is the clock here in the opening half. And after the first 20 minutes, Tennessee leads by 16 in our 2026 National Championship game at the Ladies Ball.
Hi, I'm Greg Nelson, Senior Vice President at Huddle. Congratulations to all the teams in Knoxville that advanced from regionals to the Ladies Ball Championship. We're excited to support all the top teams from 2021 and 2022 that have or will participate in the Ladies Ball Championship platform. We're also honored to work with the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, as well as the legends who represent the Hall and who've paved the way for women's basketball. This weekend would not be possible without them. At Huddle, we help teams like yours understand basketball better through the power of analytics. Through this lens, we help each athlete and team become more efficient. Improved efficiency means more winning, and we all know that winning is an important goal. Huddle will be helping the Ladies Ball in 2022 identify the top teams on the national club circuit and develop team and player rankings. We're glad to be a part of the basketball journey this weekend, and we're excited to stay involved in your journey throughout your club career.
Coach, heck of a first half. You guys got going, didn't seem to have a whole lot of issues. You've been rolling all weekend. What was your take in the first half?
We're missing a lot of easy shots, and I think our defense can get better, but it ain't bad. I mean, it's early in the season, so I'm proud of where the girls at. They shot the ball very well, making the right basketball plays.
Any adjustments for the half, or same as always?
Tighten up on defense and get the ball inside a little more.
Coach, it's been a heck of a weekend here with legends and gifts and the Hall of Fame. Talk a little bit about what you guys experienced this weekend.
It's been a great atmosphere. It's been a great atmosphere. Knoxville is a beautiful place anyway, on the with the lake, the river being right here. So it's been a beautiful place, and y'all Ladies Ball's done a great job of giving the girls what they deserve. Been a lot of gifts, a lot of first class stuff. So it's been exciting.
That's great, Coach.
I'm glad to be here. It's been a long road.
Well, it's been a great road to Knoxville. Our theme is it's our time, and it looks like it's your time today.
Well, I hope so. Let's finish in the second half.
And you've got a second half to go.
Yeah.
Good luck, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you. Coach, first half is done. I know you've got a ways to go here.
Yes.
Heck of a pace back and forth. What was your take in the first half, Coach?
We just got to pick up our sense of urgency. I think we're losing all the 50-50 balls. We're losing all the inside battles for the rebounds, and we just have to come out and play more aggressive. I think we have it in us, but we just have to do it. It's been a long day for everybody, but we just got to want it more than we showed in the first half.
No doubt. Coach, it's been a long road to Knoxville here. From the regionals to this weekend, you guys have played pretty well up until this point, and I know you got a challenging opponent here. Talk about the weekend that you guys have experienced here so far.
So it's been a great weekend for us. We've seen this team the second time, so we're dealing with injuries as a team, but we're trying to push through it. Our girls, they've showed resilience all weekend, and we're just asking them to give us a little bit more in the second half and come out with a little bit more urgency.
Your girls always play tough, Coach.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
And thank you so much for coming in and having a part of this big weekend at the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. To my left is Miss Dana Hart, the president of the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. And we thought about different brands that could maybe come in and surprise you. And there was one brand that said, hey, if the best teams are coming to Knoxville, we want to give them a little something special. So on behalf of Athleta, and on behalf of the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame and the Ladies Ball, right, we have here Andrea Kersey, who drove all the way from Chattanooga, Tennessee with this bag. Give her a round of applause really quick. You got it, yep. And so each of you are going to get a gift card for $50 today on behalf of Athleta. Here we go. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. That's right. That's right.
We're at halftime here with our two analysts for the weekend. We've got David Musselman, national girls basketball expert, runs a great program and has been around the game for a long time. We've got Coach Vela, college coach, but also a deep analytics guy that works for Huddle. And the Huddle team has been here all weekend breaking down statistics, talking to young ladies about the value of Huddle with coaches, of course. And it's been a great weekend. Reactions from the first half, Coach?
The Mays team is just dominating both ends of the floor. If they continue to do that, it's going to be an uphill battle for the Queens team. They're going to have to rely on their speed, get some stops and some quick buckets.
And the tail of the tape through the numbers, Coach, I know you've been tracking them. I'm sure they're one-sided, but give us the tail of the tape.
So B-Mays is shooting 44% field goal percentage, 44% free throw percentage, which isn't great, but still beating out Queen City, 0% so far for free throw percentage and 26 for field goal percentage. When you look at the turnovers, we've got 4 for B-Mays and 6 for Queen City, and B-Mays is dominating the offensive boards with 7, so a lot of second chance opportunities.
Yeah, and no doubt. And Coach, you've chosen 4 criteria that help shape the narrative of the game, and talk about the value of that criteria based on what you just said.
So free throw percentage is important for many reasons. It reflects a team's discipline as well as momentum. It's a huge driving force for that as well. When you look at turnovers, it's hard to win a game when you're giving your opponents extra chances at baskets. Offensive rebounding is huge because you keep the ball on your side of the court, you get extra opportunities to come out of possessions with points. And looking at just percentages, high field goal percentage is the easiest indicator of a team that's going to win a game.
Yep, no doubt. Coach, you've been here all weekend from start to finish. You met some legends.
Yeah.
You've done some breakouts. Give the folks that didn't make it to Knoxville, but maybe want to make it to Knoxville next year, what the weekend's been about.
It is truly a place that anybody involved with girls basketball should come and visit. A lot of these people don't know what came before them, and this is an exact kind of tutelage of what the game's all about. It shows from its birthplace to where it is now and where it's going. And anybody that truly loves this game and loves girls basketball should really come take a visit at this place.
That's great. And as the club season rolls after this weekend, the Hive is coming up, Coach, right? One of the biggest weekends. Tell us about that.
We have our big girls annual event in Oklahoma City, and we have teams coming in from Seattle all the way from different parts of the country. And it's to showcase the girls. Girls don't get kind of a fair shot when it comes down to basketball between boys and girls, and it's kind of the kickoff for the season. It's 130 teams that'll come compete at all different grades, and it's truly kind of a sight to see.
So we end the 21 season this weekend by finalizing, and then we're off almost by next week, and it's back at it. Well, it wouldn't be Hall of Fame weekend without some great legends. We've got some great young basketball, but we've got 3 wonderful women who grace the courts, coaching, playing, scoring, rebounding, doing all the great things a few years back. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming down. We've got here with us Charlene McWhorter-Jackson, Elizabeth Galloway McQuitter, and Adrian Mitchell Newell, all enjoying the great weekend here. Thanks so much for being a part of it. And what did the legends bring to this weekend?
I think one thing we brought was history. We're in the bastion of basketball history for women with the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, and it was our objective to share with them in this Title IX year the history of the game.
No doubt. And what were the observations of this weekend watching these young ladies play?
Oh, I see a lot of legends out here. Just great players working hard, and just skill level is high, so I expect to see some of them in the Hall of Fame one day.
Well, that's great. And we've got great legends again, speaking to the young ladies, connecting on so many levels. What was the best experience this weekend so far for you, Coach?
Well, the excitement that the parents had for learning the information that we provided for them, and then the excitement that the young ladies had. They were so engaged in our conversations about the history of the game, and we totally enjoyed them. They gave them a lot of good takeaways.
That's great. Well, here we are, Knoxville, Tennessee, home of the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame legends and some of the great basketball going on across the country. Randy, back to you.
But we want to honor the game from 1892 until today. So we're going to honor that history as we go through the Hall of Fame this weekend. The Trailblazers, they are going to share some of that history with you this weekend. And I want you guys to pay attention, because you're going to hear stories this weekend that most girls and women never get to hear.
If you don't know your past, how can you honor it? How can you honor those who paved the way so that you get the opportunities you have today?
Getting set for the second half, Tennessee by 16 here. They were terrific in the first half. Kara, what is North Carolina going to need to do to come all the way back?
Well, North Carolina, first of all, has to stop the inside play of Kamara Fields and Ansley Trivett. They have to find a way to double down low and force some outside shots for Tennessee.
Tennessee in the white immediately goes down low to Trivett. Fields with a second opportunity. There's that tandem that you just discussed.
That's where Tennessee's been so successful. They have to collapse inside and not allow some inside looks. Leave some open shooters and see if they can score. But don't leave Addie Wilhoit.
No, number 10, Addie Wilhoit, hit 3 triples in that first half. And every time it came after a North Carolina bucket.
And now offensively, North Carolina, I'd like to see a lot of ball movement here. There's too much dribbling going on, a lot of standing around. I want to see them move the ball quickly, find some open players.
There's a 3 that's off the iron. Cunningham battling for it, but it's taken by Tennessee. And they go down low. Trivett right there and puts it in. Ansley Trivett continues to have her way in the paint. Here's a chance for North Carolina, and they get the basket.
And that's something that these young players will learn. You never want to save the ball under your own basket. That was North Carolina advantage right there.
Lead is 16. Greatest margin just a moment ago was at 18, and another takeaway. If North Carolina can do that and tighten the screws defensively, they can come back. Still plenty of time. It's going to be a walk. Both these teams undefeated here in Knoxville, 2-0. The national championship in the 2026 division at stake.
You know, one of the huddle stats that really stood out to me was North Carolina is 0% right now from the free throw line. Another thing to help your team get back into any contest is to try and get to the free throw line. And then once you're there, you have to knock down some shots. That's going to help your team gain a little bit more offensive momentum.
Perimeter jumpers just aren't falling for North Carolina. So they go inside. That's a good look. And Fields rips down the rebound. The floater. The return shot. Addie Wilhoit. Who else? Boy, she finally misses the jump shot, but she had the presence of mind to go get it. Beat everyone to the ball and then lay it in. Deflected out of bounds. It'll be retained by North Carolina.
Yeah, it's good to know she can score from close range as well.
Well, she's got that scorer's mentality. She's always thinking her shots are going to fall. Carolina to bring it in. Three ball. Air ball. Great save. You love that hustle. Working it inside in the bucket. That was well produced by Drayton. Liked her quickness getting to the cup. Trivett is finally denied inside.
And that's the double team. I like the adjustment by Carolina there, having 2 players guard Trivett on that possession.
There again is that quickness, and we talked about it. Samaria King, as quick as anyone on the floor. She'll set up the offense. The 3 ball is gorgeous. That's the southpaw, Kelsey Ryan. Suddenly, Carolina's coming back. But again, that inside power of Trivett.
And she makes that shot look so easy. She's under the basket when she catches that ball and goes up with her left hand. That's not easy. That takes practice.
And a theft. Just rolled off, but it's put back in by Trivet. How many offensive rebound baskets has she had?
Too many if you're North Carolina.
5 minutes into the back half. Tennessee looking to win a national championship in Tennessee, in Knoxville. It's deflected away and out of bounds. It'll stay with North Carolina. Great action all week long. What a great alliance as well. The ladies' ball, the Women's Hall of Fame. The first ever ladies' ball. It's been phenomenal for these youthful young ladies who are terrific at this stage of their career. They're only 13 years of age, most of them. Long-range shot, Will Hoyt fails. Can Carolina capitalize? Tennessee got back nicely defensively. Ryan's shot off the iron.
I like how North Carolina is being a little more aggressive offensively. They're crashing, they're getting some offensive looks.
And they're playing better defense, making it a little bit more challenging for Tennessee. B-Mays Elite, Tennessee looking for an opening. There you go. Another three ball. Her fourth of the game. Addie Wilhoit. Boy, you just have to get out on her. Gar, you can't leave her alone.
Well, just when you're trying to take away the inside game, you're doubling the post now. It is going to leave a shooter open, and Wilhoit taking full advantage of that wide open look.
Carolina setting it up. Ryan looking for two in a row. Hits! Kelsey Ryan.
And that's a quick release by Ryan. She's not even fully squared to the basket, but she knows how to use her body and just have a nice quick release of the left hand there.
Of course, those long-range shots can get you back in the ballgame in a hurry. Whistle sounds. Aggressive defense displayed by both teams in this second half. So Kelsey Ryan is giving North Carolina the answer, much like Addie Wilhoit has done for Tennessee. It's out of bounds to Tennessee, still with a substantial lead. Picked up by North Carolina. Couldn't quite get to it. North Carolina will get it back. Inside of 12 minutes to play in this national championship game. The arithmetic on the side of Tennessee, leading by 16. Pounding it down low. Fields got up, tried to block it, and there was contact and two shots coming for North Carolina. Jones at the line.
And this is where, once again, free throws are so important, especially when your team is down. What making a free throw will do is it will energize your team. They're getting a little bit of a breather right now. You make a free throw, and now you have more energy suddenly on defense.
And we talked about this during the regionals. When you have the running clock like this, time goes by. And when you're trailing, not only do you have to hit the foul shot, you need to do it quickly because you're losing time in the game. Chance for Carolina. Boy, I like the way North Carolina went from defense to offense, and because of it, they're able to draw the foul. They're going back to the line, but again, they have to capitalize there.
And that's Janaea Cunningham. Do you see the way she caught the ball and just had the strength to get it all the way down court?
Once again at the free throw line is King. And we've detailed her quickness and her ability to beat everyone down the floor, and there was another example of that.
And here it is, that outlet pass, and King goes up strong, just fouled.
Good rhythm at the charity stripe. So there's still time for North Carolina. And they get that defensive stop, but we have a double dribble. So it'll go back to Tennessee.
North Carolina, they have to just remember to rely on the fundamentals. Sometimes they're moving too fast, and that's what creating a lot of these turnovers.
One of the rare cases where Tennessee overpassed offensively, a little bit too unselfish. But with a 16-point lead, they're in great shape in this national title game.
And there's where I talk about fundamentals. That was a baseball pass over there by King. That's where you want to square up and
she showed her arm off, though, didn't she?
She sure did. And just try and reverse the ball. Simple, short passes.
And both these teams 2-0 at Knoxville this weekend. This tournament has grown. Teams from all over the country battling in regional finals to get here. And we're down to these final two in the 2026 division. And again, the inside play. Beautiful score there by Blair. Tennessee in control. Two more. Green with the run out. Mia Green with that basket. And now the Tennessee defense with another takeaway. And their ball movement is precious. Look how quickly they move it around the horn.
And their floor spacing. Look how spread out they are. That's hard to defend.
Numerous opportunities. And they're good looks, clean looks. Tennessee again going down low. Quite a collision. Cunningham is down, and she appears to be shaken up. Janiah Cunningham.
It looks as if she's kind of grabbing her knee area, the back of her knee. And she already has a brace on there to begin with.
She's the inside presence for Carolina, and hopefully she'll be okay. We're going to take another look at that. It was quite a collision inside, and Janiah was playing tight defense, battling inside, trying to disrupt the play, and unfortunately she took the brunt of the force down low and is still on the floor, shaken up.
And right here, the inside look, and it looks like just that slight contact, something aggravated the knee there, and it took her down.
She was tied up with Fields, will step out, 44-24, Tennessee. Well, they're just getting Janiah Cunningham up. She obviously injured her leg, and it's an unfortunate sight.
Yeah, that is a big blow for North Carolina and just for Cunningham in general. You don't ever want to see any players injured, and look at the will that she has just to hop off herself. And I love the sportsmanship, just clapping, and everybody's just wishing her well.
Well, she finally makes it to the sideline. We wish Janiyah well. She goes out with her team trailing 44-24 with 7:12 left in the ball game. And she was playing hard defensive basketball against a young lady in Fields who's so strong inside, and two bodies collided, and unfortunately that was the result.
And that's just part of basketball, and unfortunately now North Carolina, they're going to be even more undersized than they were to begin with.
And that begs the question, what do you do with Trivet? What do you do with Fields to try to lock them down? I don't know that there's anything they can do.
Well, I like how North Carolina, they started double teaming. I think you just continue to do that. You throw two bodies at Trivet and you throw two bodies at Fields and hope they pass out, and just, say a little prayer that they miss some outside shots.
And the clock did stop during that injury timeout, so we're back into action, and that clock very friendly to Tennessee with the big advantage. I like their ball movement. There's a takeaway from the defense of Carolina. A drive and a sweet basket. Nicely done again by Ryan, who's had a nice game.
She has been very active offensively. She's kept this Carolina team within reach, shooting from the perimeter and also driving inside.
Yeah, Kelsey's made a number of shots from outside the arc. And a nice drive.
And that's what North Carolina needs, a little energy right now.
But they didn't get back defensively, and because of it, the basket is made by Oscar. Still a substantial advantage for Tennessee, and the clock shows 6 minutes remaining. And the tight defense of this team from Tennessee, B. Mays Elite. Oscar inside, off the window and in. Couple baskets in a row for that young lady. Lead back to 20. Ryan shot off the back of the iron, and here comes Tennessee again, and they have the numbers and two more. 3 straight shots that have gone down for number 20. And the lead, the largest of the game, at 22. And with this running clock, it's going to be a mighty task for Queen City, North Carolina, to come all the way back.
And this is an opportunity for North Carolina to try and rally the troops. Let's gain some energy. Our teammate Cunningham is down. We have to find a way. Let's at least compete right now. And that's what I want to see from them, is just a little bit more intensity here. Hands up on defense. Get some deflection.
Well, it's been a great weekend for North Carolina to get to the championship game, but they've run into a real buzzsaw in this Tennessee unit. Up by 22, 4.5 minutes to play. Turn it over here. Carolina's going to need to make all their trips count. Tennessee had it for a moment. Still a battle. And Carolina has numbers. And they have 2 points.
And there you go right there, just playing aggressively, bodies flying on the floor. That's what I want to see.
King's awareness got her a goal. The lead is 20. But the 3 ball is nylon. Beautiful shot by Blair. That one really should do it. Layup for Ryan, but it's a 21-point lead. Tennessee still taking shots, and that's why. You love their aggressiveness. And Oscar has come in and has put in 4 baskets off the bench. Boy, she's been impressive.
Yeah, it's what you want to see from your bench players. It also helps that Tennessee, they have a nice cushion, a good lead, so everybody out there is nice and relaxed. But I love how Tennessee can score, just finishing. All of their players have the ability to score.
I love the fact that they're always in an attack mode. They're not sitting on a big lead. In fact, they're adding to it.
Yeah, just even there, steal out of bounds, nice easy layup. Still showing pressure, understanding the importance and the value of this game, not just for the championship, but for their growth moving on in their basketball talents.
Yeah, Blair almost seemed surprised that she got the steal in the layup. Lead is 25. We're counting down to a national championship for Tennessee. And how sweet it is coming in this building at home. There's Blair, who's active offensively and defensively. Common foul. It should go out of bounds to North Carolina. And will. Now they'll be shooting fouls.
Randy, you've mentioned this before. With the clock running down, you have to be quick at the free throw line here, especially with your team down, or you can take a timeout, which is a very smart call.
Minute 32 to play. Well, so many weapons for this Tennessee team. You can see why they're about to be crowned national champions. They have the outside game. Addie Wilhoit hit 4 threes in this contest and was dynamic. And then that inside force with Kamora Fields and Ansley Trivett has just been too much for North Carolina to overcome.
Yeah, Tennessee just has too much depth on their roster. And right here is a coaching moment for North Carolina. You just want to tell your players, look, we've gotten this far. We've done a great job. Now, for the last 1 minute, 30 seconds-ish left, I need you to fight. I need you to play hard. I want you to give it all. We're putting everything we have on the court, and we're going to finish this tournament to the best of our ability.
North Carolina, Queen City is going to finish 2-1. Tennessee, B. Mays Elite. These 13-year-olds are going to have a glorious finish and be 3-0 and national champions. Again, the clock has stopped because of that timeout, and it was a wise decision.
And here we're just going to see North Carolina crashing in, being so aggressive.
Williams hits 1 of 2. The foul taken, but again, fouling in this situation doesn't really help you because it doesn't stop the clock.
The only positive that would do is to be able to set up your defense if you're not set. So now, okay, we're going to take the ball out of bounds. Everyone match up. Here we go.
Fields inside. She draws the foul. Again, that's going to take us well inside of a minute to play in the national championship game. The only thing in doubt is what the final score will be. And Tennessee, B. Mays Elite, will be the national champions. Sweet stroke with the first one. One more for Kamora. See that clock winding down. 35 seconds left. Nylon again. Well, it's been a tremendous performance for Tennessee today. That one drops in for North Carolina. Final 15 seconds remaining. King made it, but it's too little too late. And a basket at the buzzer. It was King again. But it's over. The national champions are from Tennessee. She'll have the one foul shot King trying to complete the three-point play. Couldn't quite get there. And this basketball game is over. The national champions are Tennessee, and Kara, they were brilliant today, storming to victory 59-37.
I think you're going to be hearing a lot about Kamora Fields and Ansley Trivett. Both of those players have a strong future, and with the shooting abilities of Addie Wilhoit, this Tennessee team really came out and showed us what they're made of.
Congratulations to Tennessee B. Mays Elite. The championship ceremony is next.
Here we are, everybody. National champions. Coach, what was the weekend like?
Girls played great. Love watching them, love being around them. I just love them.
Hey, start to finish, it didn't look like it was just business as usual. You guys came here, played hard, went up and down, played amazing. What does it feel like to be a national championship?
It feels good to win national championship 2 years in a row.
And you know what? It's been a heck of a run from the regionals to Knoxville, Tennessee. What was the weekend like to be here with legends and the best basketball teams in America?
It's pretty cool.
What was the highlight of the weekend?
Yeah, we won all games. We didn't lose one, so.
That's unbelievable. What a run. What a run. Well, listen, on behalf of the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, the ladies ball, Coach Johnson, come on out here really quick. This is the 2021 National Championship Trophy. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for our national champs. Here we go.